Hey everybody, Kier here coming to you live this week. I'm super excited to talk about a topic that is really, important to me. That is a passion to me, and that is taking time to adventure in life, to travel, to experience new things, and to do so in this unprecedented time of change and disruption here in the year of pandemic in 2020. Now, I've never met a time in history, in my life here, my walk in this world, where we've seen so much tumult, so much change, so much upheaval and disruption in such a short amount of time as we've seen in 2020 here, this year of the pandemic. And what it's allowed many of us to do that have been looking at this with an eye of opportunism, said in the nicest of ways, in the sense of what can we do to pivot and adapt and live and lean into this time, as opposed to cower and step back and be afraid of this time. And what I've seen is the people that are really going out there, that are getting the most from this new time, are those that are willing to take a little bit of a risk, are willing to adventure, are willing to think outside the box and do new things. Now, we've seen tens of millions of people displaced from traditional work environments, right? We've seen people in cities ravished. We've seen a mass exodus of over 300,000 people from Manhattan alone leave the city in the last 8 months since the pandemic hit in March of 2020. What has that done? To change the way that we fundamentally work as Americans and how we live. Now, it doesn't mean or matter if you're a business owner or entrepreneur like myself. More and more people now have had an opportunity to change their lifestyle, the way they live, work, travel, live, breathe, all of this in ways we've never seen before. So if you're traditionally employed in a 9 to 5, if you've got a career where you usually show up and you're now working from home indefinitely, this offers you a few different opportunities, right? And how maybe if you have kids, how you school your kids, a lot of these are remote or hybrid, how you choose to travel if and when you do safely, how you choose to take those vacations, that time off, create separation, right, between work, school, and personal life, because that's so important, and it's hard to do as these lines have been blurred here during all of this, exceedingly high amount of time that we spend at home now, right? Work from home, live at home, school at home, no break from home. So I want to encourage and challenge you to think outside the box and to take this time, this unprecedented time of change, disruption, and upheaval, and use it to your advantage. Go take that road trip you've always wanted to. Go get in the car with your family, pack up and just drive, right? It's a safe way to travel still. Make sure you're following the guidelines, you're going to the right states, you're quarantining if you need to. You don't just need to go through airports and fly to get to cool places. For me, for instance, I'm taking several months this winter and I'm going out west. I'm exploring states I've never been to. I'm going to ski at new mountains I've never been to and enjoy it. I'm going to be backpacking, hiking, mountain biking in the desert, skiing, and doing fun things that I've never had a chance to do because I've been too busy chasing my dreams, working in my career, and living life. So take this time to adventure. Find a new way to travel, to recreate, to take your family and friends and go do fun and different things that you didn't have time to do before. Because the thing is, now you do. With an internet connection, we can work from home. We can go and travel safely. We can live and work in different places and try something new. And that's where we can get back to our roots, where we can get creative, where we can have release and find some semblance of normalcy, some, spark of creativity, some muse and inspiration to think more creatively and differently about the future, about this next chapter, how we're going to really adapt and pivot and make 2021 our best year ever. So hopefully this gave you some inspiration, ideas on how to adventure and make the most of this unprecedented time and year here in 2020, the year of the pandemic, this age of change and disruption, and really use it to your advantage. Do something new and different. Get out there, adventure, travel, have fun, do it safely, and do it and make sure you do it as soon as you can. It'll really help your mindset, it'll help your psyche, your body, and everything, I promise you. Hopefully this helped you in some way. You got some ideas, some inspiration. If you did, share this, drop me a comment or a like, and we'll see you next week, as we always do here, bringing you some insight, some inspiration, some different ideas to think to grow, to elevate your life and career, to your success, your happiness, and your freedom. Again, as always, excited to be here with you, and we'll see you next week.